So I'm very excited to be here, and my presentation will be about people, because I really think that specialty coffee without baristas and without people who are really passionate about this, we will not grow anywhere. So East of Europe is very hungry about good coffee, because we have a very bad history and background. We had like 50 years of communism, and I make a parallel of that because we didn't have access to coffee, we didn't have access to good things, so that's why it was looking like that in the past. So yeah, my grandma, my mom lives like that. And the most common coffee was E.Europe, but it was made by coffee and some beans that we roasted because we didn't have enough coffee. So we mixed beans, the beans that we made hummus with coffee to have more coffee. This guy and this guy are the oldest roasters from Romania. They are roasting coffee from 40 years, and they are our legacy. Because they start coffee, this guy started roasting coffee before in the communist period, and he still have a coffee magazine, a coffee shop in Bucharest, and is one of the most, how can I say, it's very touching what I'm talking about it. It's very nice guy, and is really a symbol of coffee in Romania. Okay, after revolution, we had like access to Italian brands. Some of them are still there, and more. And of course, they bring also the habits of drinking coffee: espresso, ristretto, cappuccino, and other like this. We still have this, but this is a cafe in 75. Was looking like this in Bucharest, next to the hat shop. And this is the first coffee shop in Bucharest with fresh roasted coffee in 2004. I discovered this coffee shop because of my magazine, my coffee magazine. I was trying to find someone who can tell me about coffee, and I didn't have anyone. This guy was a Jewish guy who came in Bucharest and made the first coffee shop with fresh roasted coffee, but no specialty. So with him, I started to talk about coffee and to understand what is happening in the world, because in 2004, I didn't go anywhere to see coffee outside of Romania. In 2006, because I realized that I love coffee, I started to organize the first unofficial competition of Barista Championship. And after that, I fight to open the Romanian Specialty Coffee Association, because I believe that if we are a community and if we work together, we can grow together and we can learn together. It's like in this festival, it's the same. So for Romania, because it was nothing, I tried to do things for the community, especially for my country. It was a really ugly situation with us, because I met a woman in 2007, and she said, "Oh, you're Romanian, you are starting something and you are not finish it." And I said, "Oh, fuck, I have to do something with that." So I start to organize competition. I go in London, and because I'm very proud Romanian, I was thinking that we will be the world champions. So it was a disaster, and I decided to quit. And after that, I start it was the championship in 2010. It was a little bit space, and people don't know how to judge, people don't know how to organize the competition. It was totally crazy. And I had this girl with me, and we start to make like regional competition, national competition, and start to ask money for coffee, because we are like a non-profit organization. And after this, we had in 2006 World roasting champion from Romania. After so many years, I mean, we worked like 7 years to earn something, and also to show to the people that East of Europe is that have the same chance like West of Europe. So for me, it was a battle to show to the people that East of Europe is a very nice place where people really, they are really passionate and they are really love coffee, and we have really nice baristas and also coffee shops. So I will show you some examples now. This is another girl who, she is second place in the world in e-brick. Third place, Martin Hudak is from Slovakia, and he wins the World Coffee and Good Spirits Championship after 7 years competing. Agnieszka from Poland and Mateusz, they are third place and 5th place in the world, so East of Europe. And this is our festival this year in Bucharest. It was totally crazy. Well, after I lose my money with some coffee exhibition because I was trying to change things, so I put my money in exhibition, I realized that people don't want old exhibitions, so I started to do festivals. So this year I organized Bucharest Coffee Festival. It's the 2nd edition, and it was a huge success, and I'm very happy because we had a lot of people around Europe traveling to Bucharest to see the city and the coffee community. And this is Istanbul Coffee Festival 2nd edition. It was last week. We had first time in East of Europe this year, World of Coffee. The biggest event in specialty coffee was in East of Europe. Why? Because we grow, and we really want to grow and to learn and to be like everyone else. These are some coffee shops from Bucharest. Actually, what I realized is that because I support my baristas and they have so much passion, they become champions, and after that they open their coffee shops. So they spread and share their passion for the customers. So they are looking for coffee, good coffees over the world. They are traveling in different cities to bring coffee. One of the guys from the Origins, he's bringing coffee from all the roasters from Europe. And he has every month other roasters. Why? Because we want to share and to understand and to taste different coffees. And Origo is one of the most famous coffee shop in Bucharest. Is earned by National Barista Champion 2011. Sorry, I make a mistake, of course. I'm not good in this. Okay. Okay. This coffee shop is earned by World Roasting Champion 2006, and he has also a roastery, and he's traveling around the world looking for good coffee. And these guys are ambassadors. So for me, coffee without people is nothing. It's like a restaurant without people who are coming to eat, you know? So if you don't have people who show their passion, you will not have specialty coffee, you will not have anything. This is my opinion. These are some coffee shops from Budapest and Prague. Actually, the first one is from a girl who was third place in the world in Melbourne in latte art. Most of the people, I judge them in the competition. That's why I know them, because I was traveling in East of Europe, help the community to have championships, to have baristas, to understand what they can do with the coffee better. Why? For me and for us, coffee is a beautiful journey. And like I told you, for me, coffee is special because of the people, no, not because of the product. So if you don't have something like, soul, it's about soul, about sharing, about passion. This is coffee for me. So that's all. It was faster than I expect. If you have any questions about East of Europe, we had like very hard times, but now everything grows in that area. So in Romania, for example, in the biggest city, we have 7 biggest city, we have like in each city at least 3 coffee shops and 1 small roastery. So for me, when I started in 2004, it was nothing there. So when I saw after these years, this means a lot. I mean, it's really, really overwhelming. And it's the same with Hungary, it's the same with Czech Republic, it's the same with Slovakia, it's the same with Poland. These guys, they fight to show to the world that East of Europe is not different than the rest of the world. So this is a lot, and it's a lot of work. Okay, what you want to do to tell you? Okay.
Silvia, you have been a person well known in the industry. You have been in all the events of specialty coffee. You are there as a judge and as a coffee woman. But I would like to know, how are the Romanians and the East Europe drinking the coffee? What do they prefer? How do they drink the coffee is what I would like to know.
Okay. So, like I show you, the most common coffee consumption recipe is Iberic coffee. Everyone has home an Iberic and everyone makes home coffee. So, in new coffee shops, I mean, we have like two ways, Italian way and the new specialty wave, third wave, okay? We have filter coffee, we have great machines and recipes, new ones. Now in this summer we had like espresso tonic with tonic water and all the crazy things that barista try to do it to be more funny and more exciting and more in their coffee shops. So now we have like traditional people who are drinking Italian way and this one, new ones, young people with the passion. Yeah, we drink espresso. In Romania, I think in some of the parts of Romania, they are drinking more milk beverage. And in the south, also in the south, is milk beverage. In the north is more espresso and filter. And in east of Europe, is the common is espresso. Common drink is espresso.
Okay, my question is, what kind of coffee roasting people in Eastern Europe or even the consumers are looking for? Are they looking for sweetness or acidity? And is the Brazilian coffee going over there?
Okay, so traditionally we had, in the past we had Brazilian coffees and Colombian. It was the most common coffees that we know. Now we have all kind of origins and they are looking for sweetness because they are afraid of everything else. So we are now trying to change themselves and trying to help them to understand that coffee is more flavors and is not only sweetness. But usually they are drinking coffee that they recognize. I mean, like caramel, chocolate, sweets, and that's it. They don't like so much acidity. I am one of them that I like acidity, but I am not common person. So yeah, this is what we looking for. And the most common origins are Brasilia and Colombia. They buy coffee from these countries because they know, also in the past we had the same coffees in our country. Okay. Wait, I'm not good in technique at all.
Bom dia. Bom, meu nome é Gabriel, sou da M2 Agro e eu gostaria de saber como vocês estão trabalhando esses cafés na Europa, se vocês estão procurando divulgar marcas próprias de produtores locais ou se vocês, marcas autorais, né, de produtores locais, ou se vocês definem, criam blends ou divulgam marcas próprias da sua cafeteria visando buscar um nome para o seu café.
Okay. So it's many approach. We have local brands from the roasters. They are made coffee roasted, fresh coffee roasted. We have also blends between different regions, origins. And we have also brands that they are coming in our country. So we have different type of coffee in Romania and east of Europe. So we have specialty coffee. Usually in coffee shops or from specialty coffee shops, they don't have blends. They have only origins. But in usually coffee shop or restaurant, we have blends because it's easy for the consumer. They need to understand the taste, so we don't push them with flavors and stuff. We have easy coffee for restaurants and hotels, and for specialty coffee shops, we have origins. It's okay? Yeah, thank you. Okay.
You were a really important part of the World Roast Champion last year. I would like to know how was the approach to the roasting profile, what he was looking for. Tell us about, because you are part of that.
Yeah, Alexandru is one of the guys from my team, but the funny thing is that he didn't have a roster before the championship because, you know, sometimes you don't have a job because you have that personality that you find hard a job. So he's this kind of person. So because of that, he didn't have a roster. So he learned from one of my friends from Greece. He go to see a Gizon before competition, 1 week before the competition. He saw the Gizon and he understand how it work and he was trying, and that's it. So when he wins, actually he didn't work for any roastery. I don't know, this year we have the first woman roasters winning champion, so I hope to be in top 3 because no, I am. She's the girlfriend of Alexandru. Yeah, I mean, we have a team. I teach my baristas to show and to work together, and we have a huge team, and we are working for different competitions, and we have like the goal to win. So that's it, because for me, winning means that we are ambassador of our country. So if they are there, it's for Romania, not for me, not for them, and they are for Romania first. So that's why I'm training them, and I'm trying to help them to understand that they can be role models for our country and for others. So this is okay.
One more. Obviously, you've been dealing with communism and the hardships of that, very small. How is it also being a woman in this area, in such an area of coffee where it is mostly male-dominated?
Oh, it was very hard for me because I have, my personality is not easy to manage. So, so I had the idea to have men's and to have a meeting with all the guys from the chapter, and they didn't listen to me because I was a woman. So I said, okay, I will swear now. So I said, okay, I will do it in my way. So I decided to be like a dictator because in this way I can manage, you know, and that's it. But it was very hard, especially for Romania because, you know, we have men, so they have the mentality that the woman is not so powerful, she cannot do things, and okay, I want my boyfriend to carry my water, but if I have an idea, I will fight for that, even if I have 100 men in my front. I mean, it's okay for me.
Is it improving though?
Yeah,
as you said the last roasting champion was a woman, and I imagine I imagine that is a very important thing.
Yeah, because I'm supporting women and I'm help them because we are different than men, of course, and we are more, I don't know, more passionate somehow, I don't know, and maybe we express ourselves much better than a man. So because of that, it's good to have women and men in coffee almost in the same level, I think. Okay. Something else? What can I can sing, not very good, and I can dance if you want.